Hi guys, I thought I'd come to with you today just to show you a brief overview of setting up a basher or a tarp. It's easier said than done in a classroom environment, so I thought I'd do a quick video out here in the field to give you an idea of how it looks. So the first thing we're going to do is get our basher out. And as you see, I've found a space that should be kind of serviceable for the purposes of the demonstration. So firstly, I'm going to just lay out the basher. And make sure I've got plenty of room. So the orientation I'm going to go with is the 4 trees that I've got around me. What you'll see is I've already got attached some of these loop lines already attached, which makes setting up easier and quicker, but you can use bungee cords. I've also got some bungee cords, and I've also got some tent pegs in here as well, which obviously just provides you a bit of variation and a bit of options and flexibility as to how you set up your tent and tarp. So a bunch of tent pegs. I've made this myself, just a little cardboard box just to stop them sticking through the basher. So we're going to do some bungee cord ones first. I'm going to start at the back. Just unravel these, make sure they're all squared away. And I'm going to put them through. Again, it doesn't really massively matter whether you put it through the eyelet or whether you put it through the actual loop itself. Pull it back and spin it round. So I've put my first bungee around the tree trunk, and then I'm going to hook it onto this strap here. So first loop connected to there, and that's that squared away. So we're going to go to the second one now. So that one's a much thinner tree, which means I only need the one and have excess bungee. And the final one is over to this tree here. So during the daytime you can have it quite high up, so you can get underneath it and do personal admin, etc. You'd put your roll mat in there as well. Finally, just to make sure that the middle bit isn't sagging in the middle, you've got a few options really. Option 1, you can attach your bungee to the middle centerpiece and pull it back to one of there's no overhead branches, which there isn't really in this instance. I'm just going to tie it off somewhere around here, which isn't particularly great. So in this instance, there isn't really much overhead cover to kind of suspend it up. So we'll use this. You can use basher poles, you can always use a twig or a stick or anything that you can find, extend it out and basically poke it up into the middle there. So now what we're going to do is just drop this down slightly. Do it gradually, corner by corner. If you find you are struggling with the bungee, kind of pull it from the edges and the corners, and it does make life a hell of a lot easier. And last one, you don't need to untie the bungee, you can just roll it down like that. Once that's dropped down a little bit lower, crawl inside and get that pull up again, and that should help bring some of the rain off. You know what, it's not perfect, but at least it's a little bit of a demonstration of what it should look like. So this time we're going to use the loop lines. See if I can do this a little bit quicker. Once more round. And there we go. Once again, I'm going to need to use some kind of stick or twig or pole to raise up the basher. Bish bash bosh, not perfect, but it'll give you a quick idea. Quick one on the loop lines. So what these are basically a knotted cord all the way around, as you can probably see there. And effectively what you do is when you loop the cord around the tree, you place the nearest loop through the created loop, so that holds on to the knot, and that is pretty secure. Right guys, I hope that was beneficial for you. Thank you very much, and any questions, just ask.